everybody. Just kidding. The first thing you should know about me is if I ever start using catchphrases like my journey crew, then this channel is over. And also I will never say something like love you, because you're strangers on the internet. I don't love you. I'm sorry. But hey, if you're still here and still want to know more, then follow along, and I'm about to do an actual intro to this channel. Stay tuned. Okay, welcome to my channel, Not Your Journey. I've never done an actual introduction to this channel to let you know who I am and what I'm about. So this is happening. So my name is Danita. Danita? I cannot say my own name very well. So there's one thing. So things about me. I am a 50-year-old wife, mother, homeschooling mom, person, introvert, Enneagram 9, planner girl, Midwestern mom, organized, chaotic person. Hey, this is Editing Danita coming back. I just wanted to mention something that I had meant to talk about in my intro video. While I am a very Midwestern, I don't know if I want to say mentality, or I really don't want to say that. And I don't want to say values necessarily, but I do live in a very Midwestern way, meaning that, I live a simple life. I'm not a fashion cohort. I appreciate my family. I appreciate community, but I am not a conservative Christian. I don't have that mindset. I'm, pretty liberal minded for my community, definitely. And even more so over my lifetime, I have learned and grown, and I hope I continue to grow and be more accepting and more kind and more. I hope I continue to grow and learn and, progress as a human being. I just wanted to throw that in because I did want you to just get an overview of who I am, and I think that pretty much describes, I don't know how I would describe myself. So if you just saw my intro, mentions goals, growth, grief, and family. I think that pretty much describes who I am at the moment. My mom passed away 3 years ago, and that changed me as a person. If you've been through that, you will understand. And I don't know if other people think it changed me as a person, but it definitely did internally. One of the things that it changed about me is really all I care about now is my people. I think life is too short, and I just want to improve my mind. I want to hang out with my kids, my husband. I want to do stuff with my family. I have 3 kids. One is in college. One is going to graduate next year from high school-ish. That's the name of my homeschool program, high school-ish. We're very relaxed homeschoolers, if you haven't got that jive already. I have a 9-year-old who is almost 10 and is apparently in the 4th grade. Who knew? I really thought she was in the 3rd grade. But if you are a relaxed homeschooler like me, you'll understand why I did not know that. And I want to grow my... Okay, so I like to set goals. I just think it's kind of fun, and it's worked for me. Different goal setting methods have worked for me over different years. Sometimes one works good, sometimes another one works good. Right now, doing these 30-day challenges is really working well for me, minus the yoga. So I am going to continue that in 2022, and hopefully maybe I'll make a video about it. What are we going to talk about today? Happy Vlogmas. I am not doing traditional Vlogmas, but I am doing a week before Christmas Vlogmas. So this will be Vlogmas day 1. And I thought today I would just talk about some of the things that I am not going to be doing in 2022. Let's talk about planners, because why not? So if you are a planner person, you will know why I have like 20 planners, because I'm sure you all have had about that many as well. The first thing I am not going to be using next year is the Makse Life Planner. Last year was the first year I used it. It's a very nice planner. Really like the goal setting in it. I really liked this planner for the goal setting. But, and what thing I ended up doing, and this is kind of a sad month, but I just was doing steps in my monthly. And that was very helpful, because when the months I was using, some of my goals were walking and running. That seemed like a great use of that monthly calendar. The thing that just didn't work for me was these weekly. I mean, it kind of worked, because I ended up using the weekly spread with, hold on, I don't know if you guys have ever heard about Marriage 365, but I don't like the horizontal weekly spread, but I had got this book last year for Christmas, New Year's, something like that. So it just has like a question a day to discuss. They have different versions, but this was the self-discovery. We have the family one too. I'll try to remember to link this below. Anyways, they have a different question every day, like May 1st. What do you enjoy about being out in nature and why? So I ended up using the weekly, and I would just write down that question, and then I would write my answer. And that worked okay, but the planner itself is very, very large. And so I decided towards the end of the year that I just didn't need that much goal setting for this next year. I mean, it worked great last year. Again, great planner, highly recommend. It's just not going to be, I'm having trouble with goals for 2022. Like, I don't have anything really new I want to do. So I don't really think I need a big, huge goal setting extravaganza for the year, which brings me to another planner I just discovered this past quarter. Amplify Planner. I think this was new this past year. I could be wrong. It could be, but it's fairly new, like within the past year to two. And they have a 3-month goal breakdown, which I really liked. And I thought that was pretty simple. I really liked this planner a lot. Like, I like the paper. It's monthly, weekly, and daily. And I got the undated. Just to try it out. So the thing was, again, it's horizontal, which I don't love. Horizontal is just not my thing, but I did buy a couple kits that I actually ended up liking. So there's like an example of my kit, but I didn't really use the weekly that much. I just did it to be creative. So anyways, then here's a daily and the undated. I really loved the idea of these 4 boxes. I was thinking, like I could use one for my YouTube channel, one for my personal, one for homeschooling, one for, I don't know, the household chore of the week or something. But I just found having this whole day was just overkill to me. This is all work tasks. And so I don't do that much per day. That's probably enough. That just personal itself is enough. Also, the lines are kind of small for me personally. So I just decided at the beginning of this month that I just didn't need all of this space. I don't need this huge day, like this huge thing. I just don't need that much space. What I really do like, I like a lot about this planner. I'll tell you a couple things that I really like. So here is the monthly. This is one side. So I kind of liked these 4 boxes as well. I like you have a monthly focus, and these are just monthly tasks. I also liked on the monthly that you have some monthly, what are those things called? Habit trackers. I liked that. And then you have the monthly, then you have the weekly. I'm sure you can find a better video. But then right after the weekly, you have this blank page before your first day of the week. I really love this blank page. I use it kind of for like a weekly task list, because I do like to have, I'm trying to write down some stuff that I really want in a planner next year, because I have not decided what I'm doing. But I really found that I like having a weekly task list. And I really like that blank page. I've used it for different things. And then also on the daily, Usually I'm not a fan of like this white space. I'm like, what am I supposed to do with that? But with this planner, somehow I've been using it just for little notes for the day. Like I called the eye doctor and I had to write down the information like that. Or I booked a hotel stay. And so I wrote it down there, and at least it gave me a place to put it until I could then transfer that to whatever spot I wanted, which varies. But lately I've been putting stuff like that like on the calendar for the date it's happening. Again, Amplify Planner quarterly. Definitely you should try it if you're interested. And I obviously have no affiliate links or not getting any reimbursement for any of these because I have like 12 people that are subscribed to me. But I'm still recommending things. All right, those are those three. Before I bought the Amplify Planner, I went back to my tried and true. I was doing bullet journaling. Now, the bullet journal was the very first thing I discovered how I got into the planner community. I found the bullet journal and I was like, this thing is amazing. And then, of course, like the rest of you who are into planners, I went down that rabbit hole and got into all of the things. I was doing a little bullet journaling, and I was doing a weekly overview just so I'd have my tasks, and just very simple. And this actually works really, really well for me, for the daily anyways. But I just like planners, and so I just want to have some sort of dated something that I haven't figured out what yet. This is one of my favorite, at least what I think is one of my favorite, is the Erin Condren Weekly Timed, I guess it's called. And I've always loved this. It's just like I live in vertical. Horizontal is not my thing. And I like to just put, that's how I process information, to see my week, where I have things to do, spread out. The thing is, I mean, I could look on the Google Calendar online and see the exact same thing. So, although I've enjoyed it, I'm literally rewriting what's in there. So, I mean, I go back and forth because it's fun. And I'm not a creative person naturally, but this is how I get a little creativity in my life. And so it's satisfying. It gives me some sort of happiness and pleasure just being able to like put a sticker and make something look pretty, because I can't draw that thing. I can't letter that thing. I'm just not, I don't have that creative gene, and I don't have the interest to like take a lettering class. Although if you want to take a lettering class, Cindy Guentart-Baldo, Llama Loves Lettering, apparently my doggy wants out, is where I've learned half of my planner stuff, because I found her early, and I've learned a lot from her. Okay, here's something else I picked up. I picked this up at the beginning of the school year. That's when it was. Simplified Teacher Planner. I've never used this before, but it's really pretty, so I thought, well, certainly I can put it to use for school or something. And then I basically decided I didn't need it for homeschooling. I think I even tried to use it for like a week or something. So then I think that I tore everything out because I was going to sell it or something. So then I thought, oh, I'll use this when I started doing YouTube. I thought I will use this for a social media type planner. That was great. I thought, oh, this is it. I've solved my problem. And then I realized they didn't have any weekends on this planner. And I get it because it's a teacher planner. But I'll just say, like, if this was an actual teacher planner, I think if you're teaching public school, honestly, I don't know how that would be enough space for you, unless you're just using this to like jot down your classes or something. If you're teaching if you're homeschooling, you could possibly make this work. If you only have like maybe one kid or something. Like I thought, oh, my daughter could use this for high school, and she could if she was a planner person. But again, if you're a homeschooler, there's a lot of homeschoolers that do things on the weekend. We had a situation for a while. My husband was off on Sunday and Monday, so we did school Tuesday through Saturday. You could make that work for you, but I guess it's just not the right planner for me because it doesn't have the weekend. And with the weekend is when I'm doing half of my stuff for YouTube, if I'm editing or whatever, because that's just, oh great, I didn't have this one at all. So because I think this would have worked out great, but I'm doing a lot of my editing and things like that on the weekends, so that was really a downer for me on that Emily Lay teacher planner. But I think something simple like that would work well for like content planning, which I'm very new to. So, I mean, it's not like I have a lot to plan, but I'm trying to like figure out how to write that stuff down, because now I'm just pretty much doing it on a wing and a prayer. But as far as an actual planner, I'm kind of at a loss. I don't know what, well, actually, that's not true, because one thing, I like to try new things. And my daughter and I were just talking about this actually in the realm of special interest, but something with ADHD where you like to try new things a lot. And so I would say my special interest is in planners. And then I get that high from trying new things by just switching back and forth to different planners. So I've discovered in the past, I don't like rings. It doesn't work for me. So what am I doing? I have rings back out. But the reason I have it is because I discovered the HB90 planning method with Sarra Cannon, Heart Breathings, found her through the author community. So her planner system, it's like goal setting. It's geared towards authors and stuff. You can look it up. It's a printable, and I had to put that someplace. So right now I'm messing around with that, trying to just, and that's more for not personal tasks, but like writing and trying to work on my YouTube channel and work on writing and things like that. So for my own personal, I don't know. I have another month left in the Amplify Planner. I probably am just gonna go back to my bullet journal. But anyways, thanks for sticking with me on this very first Vlogmas video. I will put out a video just finishing up the yoga, kind of talking about that a bit and why that didn't seem to work out for me. I have a few other videos in mind for what I'm going to be calling the week of Vlogmas, not the month. I'm sure other people do a week of Vlogmas too. I'm not inventing anything. That's all for me today. I hope this allowed you to get to know me a little bit better. Obviously, I like planners. That's all for me. I will talk to you later.